Well, good morning and welcome to episode 24 of our front yard garden in the South Carolina upstate. We're in Greer, South Carolina, and it is July 19th, 1973, my wife's birthday. So we can all say happy birthday to Jenny. She's the architect of this garden, and we're going to get started here doing this like last week, a little earlier than usual. Mainly to show off all of our morning glories, since these are pretty much done for the day by 11 o'clock, and I typically do these videos a little bit later. But it's a beautiful day. It's about 80 degrees right now. We're headed for probably 90 again later today. Right now it's mostly pretty sunny, a little bit of haze, but beautiful day. We had some big storms last night, some badly needed water for the garden, which was great. And so we're going to get started here. As I say, morning glories are kind of the first order of business. They're doing really well, as they tend to do. I mean, it's a vine that's very invasive, very prolific, and it'll largely take over this part of the mailbox bed. And the timing of it is really good, being kind of a latter summer flower vine. It takes over for the clematis that was on the mailbox earlier in the year, but is largely done now. So we get the purple color from the clematis replaced by the purple of the morning glories, which is really cool. The other two things that will really dominate our front yard for the rest of the summer are vinca, which are progressively getting bigger and bigger. Some of these were put in this year, and then we have others that came back from seeds from last year down here along the driveway's edge. But all of them are doing really well. And then, of course, the zinnias are doing fantastically. Lots of different colors here. These are all grown from seed, and they just keep getting bigger and bigger. But these should continue to bloom probably into October, till we get our first frost, whenever that turns out to be. Usually around here it's around November 1st. Sometimes a little bit later, sometimes last year was a little bit earlier. It was mid-October, way early. But we've got some phlox down, kind of hiding down there. And then that's basically about it. We do have one Asiatic lily that is giving us some buds here. We'll get some blooms before too long. And then we move our way up towards the house, and this bed is pretty much all vinca right now. We have other things in this bed, but they're either done or kind of in the process of coming back. The petite knockout rose is starting to give us some new flowers. We haven't done a lot. We probably need to cut this one back. Haven't gotten around to it. It's having some trouble with black spot and other things. But if we were to do that, I think it would probably in a month or so it would be full of buds again. But the vinca are doing very well. These are mostly up from seed, although the ones over here, or I should say, reseeding from last year. The ones over here, Jenny grew this spring from seeds out on our back porch, our little seedling factory, and put them in. They're doing really well. Same thing here, kind of a mix of seeds from last year and ones that are coming back. Well, ones that are coming back from last year and ones that are grown this year. Last year we had a little bit more along the edge. They're coming along. I think this will be just a later summer issue. And we have some bulbs that we put in for Asiatic lilies here. They're budding right now, probably some blooms before too long. Most of our Asiatic lilies are already done, the ones that have come up from last year. But they are going to be a little bit more delayed if the bulbs went in this year, which is kind of nice. We don't want them to be all finished by July 1st. We like to have everything sort of staged so we have color throughout the season. Over here, our Russian sage. It's kind of largely done for the year. It may give us a few more flowers. We'll kind of keep an eye on that. Liatris over here, largely done. We have big seed pods on these stalks. Few little flowers left, but not a whole lot. The marigolds should continue to bloom probably into September or October. And then more zinnias. We do have some dianthus still blooming. Another Asiatic lily coming up from a bulb earlier this year. And then this one particular zinnia, this very unusual, kind of this blood red color. It's the only one that we have. Fortunately, it's very healthy and doing nicely here in the front to go with all the other colors. Most of the standard red zinnias are more of a kind of an orangish red color. And over here we have our hydrangeas. Really not, honestly, not a whole lot else going on in the garden in the front at this point. We do have some snapdragons here, just out of nowhere, doing really well. But this bed is largely done. We had knockout roses and daylilies and so forth. Right now it's pretty much just vinca doing well, a few lilies and dahlias, and that's really about it. So we're going to do our backyard video since our lawn is about to be mowed, and a little bit of an abbreviated episode today, but the backyard is really where most of the excitement is right now. So until next week, happy gardening. Hope it's sunny wherever you are, and we'll see you again.